definitely right. So when a young couple comes to him, this is what he tells them: as long as you're focused on giving to each other, your marriage is okay. The moment you start focusing what you each one you take from each other, that puts the marriage in jeopardy. Now, I want to make this clear that as good as a husband might be, he still resents being the one who has to take out the garbage. When I take out the garbage, I don't view it as an act of love and giving to my wife. I view it as a pain and a hassle, and I'm annoyed that she never takes out the garbage. But I'm not perfect, and most people are not perfect, so I'm far from perfect. But overall, the framework of the marriage has to be a framework of giving, even if it's not completely that way. This brings me to another interesting point, which is, there's a famous story they tell about both about Shem Tov and the Gra, and it can't be true about either one. And almost all of you have heard the story, in some version or another, which is, there's one Esrog in town. It's owned by a great Gvir. How many people know the story already? See? What? Yes. So they come to, the Gra / Baal Shem Tov sends a message to the Gvir and asks for the Esrog. So the Gvir says, I'm only going to give you the Esrog if you give me all of your Olam Haba as the price. And the Gra / Baal Shem Tov says he rejoices at the opportunity because give up all of their Olam Haba because then they can serve Hashem Shema. So they enter into the deal. And then afterwards the Baskol comes out from Shemayim and says because you gave up all of your Olam Haba, you get it all back. Now this story is hogwash on several levels. But first of all, you can't divest yourself of your Olam Haba. You can't sell it, give it, barter it to anybody else. It doesn't work. But even leaving that alone, HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world in order to give to us. To deprive HaKadosh Baruch Hu of the capacity to give to you is doing something which is distressful, so to speak, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. It would be inappropriate to not allow Hashem to reward you for what you did right. And therefore, it would be antithetical to the entire purpose. A person's not supposed to serve Hashem to get Olam Haba. A person's supposed to serve Hashem to keep Hashem and Nachas Ruach, to become a good person, to become Tzalem Elokim. But a person's supposed to allow HaKadosh Baruch Hu then to reward him. It's kind of like the analogy is, if you do something for somebody good, and you don't allow them to thank you, then you undermine the thing which you did good. Because thanking somebody is an essential of something which a person wants to do in order to reciprocate. And if you don't accept their thanks, then you're depriving them of something which they wanted to give to you. So again, the idea of giving is the basic idea of marriage. The idea of giving is the basic idea of love. Most relationships between male and female are taking, because you enjoy the pleasure of being with a beautiful woman, of being with any woman. And many different people enjoy all women of different kinds. Of interacting with this woman and into having this type of, whatever it is, talking, touching, any kind of relationship.